Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope that you people are doing well. So today I'm going to cover the multiple choice question of the chapter Indian land resources. Okay. So I hope you are aware of this chapter. This is one of the important chapter in geography. Okay. So if you are new to this channel, kindly do subscribe the channel. Okay, you can also follow me on the Telegram group, okay, and the WhatsApp group. You can join both of these groups to get the PDFs as well as the notification of my latest videos. Okay, the description box will provide you the links. Okay, so don't worry about that. Watch this video till last and try to answer the questions by yourself first. If you are getting the answers, then you can tell your preparation is good. If not, then you still have to prepare more. Okay, so watch them till last and you can practice once I provide the PDF in the Telegram as well as the WhatsApp group. Okay, so let us start with our first question. So this is our first question. Which category of land is very important for an agricultural country? Okay, for an agricultural country, which type of land is necessary? Fallow land, cultivable wasteland, net zone area, or forest area? Okay, or net zone land or forest land, you can say. So what will be the answer here? Yes, it is option number C, net zone area. Okay, agricultural country like India are totally depend upon this area. Okay, they are mainly the area where cultivation is done. Okay, moving to the next question now. This is our second question. The land which is not used for cultivation is called as dash. The one which is not used for cultivation. Okay, what do we call that? Cultivable wasteland, forest area, permanent pastures, or fallow land. So it is fallow land. Okay, this land is not used for cultivation. Okay, next moving to question number 3. Which among the following can be used as the land for roads, railways, and canals? Okay, so which are they? Which among the following? So let us see. Net zone area, no, this is for cultivation. Land not available for cultivation. Okay, fallow land, this cannot be. Net zone area, once again it's the same option. So here the correct answer is option number B. Okay, because in these areas are mainly fallow lands are mainly found in the hilly area, so there it's very difficult for roads, railways, and canals. This area, that is the one which is not available for cultivation, can be used for human settlements, road, railways, canals, and all. Okay, so this is the right answer. Moving to question number 4 now. Which among the following is not dependent directly or indirectly on the agriculture? Okay, fodder for domestic animals, they are dependent. National income, it is also dependent indirectly. Cotton industries, cottons are dependent on agriculture. Cement industries, yes, the cement industry is not dependent on agriculture at all. Okay, so this is our right answer. So I have taken the variety of questions, means the different types of questions that can be asked. So you should be aware of all these types. Okay, moving to question number 5 now. So here the question says, the type of farming where land is abandoned after few years of cultivation due to the loss of fertility is dash. Okay, it is abandoned, means left behind. Okay, after the cultivation of for some years. Okay, this is years, it is left behind. Okay, so which type of farming is that? It is option number A, shifting farming. Okay, mainly the forests are burnt. Okay, then the land is clear, agriculture cultivation is done there for few years. Once the fertility of the soil is lost, they move to the other place, they shift to the other place, therefore it is called as shifting farming. And also you should be aware of the other type, sedentary, There, yeah, they don't shift. It is fixed, and they do the cultivation over that place itself. Okay. Moving to question number 6 now. Under commercial farming, which is the right option? A large amount of capital and labor is required. Production of crops only for the farmers. Cultivation of single crops on a large area. Crops are grown for the market. Okay, crops are grown for the markets. So under commercial farming, the name itself indicates commercial, mainly for the market purpose. So option number D is the right. The one where we need large amount of capital and labor, means money and labor. It is intensive. You should be aware of this too. It is intensive farming. Production of crops mainly for the farmers. It is called as subsistence. Okay, farming, and only a single crop is grown on the large area is called as what? That is mainly plantation. Plantation farming. Okay. Moving to question number 7 now. The crops grown between Kharif and Rabi crop. Okay. Oh, sorry. This is question number 11. Let us move to 7. Sorry. Yes, here is the question number 7. Mixed farming was introduced in India since when? It was introduced in 1951. Option number B is the right answer. Okay. Next question. Next is question number 8. The type of farming suited for the area where scanty rainfall is available. Okay, not off. Where scanty rainfall due to, okay, area of, okay, not where, area of scanty rainfall is dash. Okay, scanty means the rainfall is very less. Okay, minimum amount of rainfall occurs there, that is called as scanty rainfall. So what type of farming is done there, suited there? Okay, what is the answer? It is dry farming. Okay, option number D is the right answer. And this humid farming is one where sufficient rainfall is there. Okay, irrigation is not required. Irrigation, without the help of irrigation, this cannot be done. Okay, and plantation also required irrigation. So only this farming is the one which can be done where the rainfall is very less. Okay, moving to question number 8 is done. 9. Okay, the question says which among the following does not need irrigation help? Okay, dry, plantation, humid or mixed. So just now I said it is humid farming. Okay, it does not require any irrigation because the rainfall is sufficient for it. Okay, the rainfall is sufficient, therefore they do not require any kind of irrigation. Okay, moving to question number 10. Which among the following is not true for Kharif crop season? Okay, so mainly there are 3 type of season: Kharif, Rabi and Zaid. Okay, you should be aware of all these 3. Okay, here they have asked not true for Kharif. So Kharif is not true. Sowing takes place in October, November. Crops grown is always mistaken. Crops grown. So this is our next question. Which among the following is not true for Kharif crop season? Okay. So you should be aware of Kharif crop season, Rabi and Zaid. Okay. So options are: sowing takes place in October, November. Crops grown during rainy season. Yes, this is valid for Kharif crops. Southwest monsoon dependent. Yes, they are totally depend upon southwest monsoon. Rice is grown during this season. Yes, these 3 are valid. But sowing takes place in October, November. No. This is for which one? Yes, you are right. It is for Rabi crops. So they may ask question based on this. The season. Okay. Growing season. So we have to remember them. Moving to question number 11 now. The crops that are grown between Kharif and Rabi season are, okay, they have given the crops. Sometimes they will give just the names. So those crops are called as what? Yes, they are called as Zaid crops. You have to remember. Okay. So rice, it is a Kharif crop. Next is wheat, Rabi crop. Tobacco, cotton again, Kharif crop. Only this watermelon and vegetables, they belongs to which group? This Zaid crops. So here the answer is option number B. Okay, only this is the one which grown between Kharif and Rabi. Also some other like dals. Okay, moving to next question. The proportion of an area under different crops at a given time is called as dash. Okay, area under different crops at a given time. What do we call this as? So this is called as cropping pattern. Okay, this is called as what? It is called as cropping pattern. You should be aware of these two also. Definition of these two. Both of them are same. Land use and utilization, and cropping season is the season during which crops are grown. Moving to question number 13 now. So which among the following is not a food crop? Okay, so mainly it's the types of crops are food crops, commercial crops, then you have fiber crop and beverage crop, right? Beverage. So you should be aware of these. Based on them they will ask the questions. Okay, so here which one is not a food crops? So sugarcane, cotton, tobacco, all of the above. All of them are what? They are mainly commercial crops. So the answer is all of them, because none of them is a food crop, right? So therefore all of the above is the right answer. Which are the food crops? They are mainly rice, wheat. Okay, you have to remember the fiber crops, commercial crops. These are commercial crops. And beverage means tea and coffee. Okay, should be aware of all these things. Moving to next question. Which among the following is not a tropical crop? Okay, so you should be aware of these tropical as well as temperate crops. Okay, tropical means they need high temperature. Okay, temperature is it should be high, like 18 to 25, and these temperate they need just around less than 20. Okay, 15 to 20 is enough for them. Okay, so among these, which is not a tropical crop? Okay, so the answer for this is option number B, wheat, because this requires very less temperature. They don't need high temperature enough. Okay, so therefore this is the right answer. The rest of the three are tropical crops. Okay, going to question number 15 now. So this is our question number 15. What is the question given? The largest producer of wheat in India is dash. Okay, so here wheat is given. You should be also aware of rice. Okay, both if in the book they have given for India as well as the world, you should remember both of them. So the largest producer of wheat in India is which one? APC, Bihar, Punjab, UP, Uttar Pradesh or Haryana. So it is option number C, Uttar Pradesh. What about rice? Rice is widely, means the largest producer of rice is Bengal, that is West Bengal in India. Okay, moving to next question now. Next is question number 16. Cotton falls under, okay, beverage crops, fiber crops, commercial crops, both B and C. So cotton is both fiber as well as its commercial value is high. So it is both fiber and commercial crops. So therefore option number D is right answer. Okay. Moving to next question. Question number 17. The crops which are used to produce stimulating drinks. Okay. Stimulating means like if you are tired, if you are feeling sleepy, then the drinks which are provided to make you a little brighten up. Okay, to make you a little brighten up. Which type of crop is that? We call them as beverage crops. Okay, which are they? Mainly coffee and tea. Okay, they are called as what? Stimulating drinks. Okay, moving to next question. So this is the question: which among the following is mainly grown on hill slopes, mainly in hilly areas? Okay, like Assam, West Bengal. So you might have seen in movies. They are what? Tea. Okay, because these are not grown on hill slopes. Mainly the crop which is grown is tea. Okay, so option number C is the right answer. So here I have given two questions as homework for you. Okay. Question number 19 says floriculture mainly deals with, which is the right answer. You have to read and write the answer in the comment section. And the last question is the largest producer of rice in the world is dash. Okay. You should be aware of all this. Okay. So I will just tell this answer. Brazil is largest producer of sugarcane. Okay, but you have to answer the largest producer of rice in the world. Okay, you should be aware of rice as well as wheat also. So try to answer these two questions in the comment section. Okay, without looking at the answer of the other students. Okay, so I hope you liked it. So if you really like the video, kindly press the like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Okay, and you can give your views in the comment section. Thank you for watching. We'll see you all in the next video. Till then, take care, bye, study well, and all the best for your exam.